That's my thinking. I don't think I witnessed the war. It's the worst thing anybody can.
Oh, you witnessed the war?
Oh, yes. I was a child, but I witnessed it.
Wow.
The middle of the night, you're running. This, what they call shelling, it will just be coming. Your parents will just wake you up, cover you with a dark cloth and put a torch in front. And you now follow the footpaths of the bushes inside the village. By the time you get to my uncle's house that has an upstairs, the entire village is there. People trying to shelter. At a point, my parents had to do a bunker in my grandmother's house, which is covered with leaves, with staircase. You enter underneath and stay there. It's a dark room. We stay in there till late in the night. And they say the coast is clear, then we come out. Is that what you wish? Except you experience the war, you won't understand what it is all about. That a whole village runs, and then they enter a town that is not attacked yet. Then all of them, the entire village is sleeping in one school hall. There are portion spaces to them like mat. They put their children and their few luggage in one corner. The parents sit up throughout the night so that their children can sleep. Each family just have a corner. Is that what we wish? And people are busy shouting, we will fight, we will do. Fight what? Fight who? That energy you are spending in trying to fight, put it in inventing things. Put it in creating. Drive development around your area. I was one of the first person that wrote a paper on MASOB. It's online. Yes, equity is necessary. Yeah, but then I don't think the way they are going about it is the best. It's not. On a Monday morning, people are sitting. The other day, they said we shouldn't even come out on Tuesday till after 12. There will be curfew. There will be that one.
Wow.
And many people are getting tired of it. That's why that one did not carry. But as they said, if the way you make your bed is the way you what, you lie on it. It's the people that will decide that
Exactly.
they're tired of it.
People are scared of speaking up.
If they are tired of staying at home, they will start coming out.
Yeah.
If they are not tired, some said they are even enjoying it. It's becoming a resting day for them. Fine. Let them rest. But the point I'm making is that it's time for reflection for us to see where we are going wrong with a particular something. You don't drink poison and expect another person to die from your own poison. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want Igbo land to thrive, you know what to do. Invest. Let the governors do the needful. They are giving money to develop their state. Let them develop it. Build things, build roads, put water, put electricity. Not the EEDC type, where they won't give you meat and they give you outrageous bill. There will be confidential. I was telling you about the hotels. So many hotels, but nobody stays in them. Because tourism, there's no tourism. People are not coming in. Exactly. Not even our own people.
Yes.
They're not coming. They're afraid to come.
Yeah.
Because of the stories leaving this place. So, we are the ones that will decide enough is enough. We want to do better. Take that ideology and develop.
Yeah.
And the others will even, look out for you. You become the beautiful bride. But to do the way we are doing, I don't think there's a roadmap to success with this kind of situation. There's no roadmap to success. Now we are now derided by other parts of the country. Or you go and sit you want to govern Nigeria, so we'll join you in sitting at home. And so on and so forth. Those are the issues.
Yeah. I never knew you experienced the war. I do agree with everything you said, but on this issue of the Civil War, I want to stay on it a little bit, please, if you don't mind, because I did hear a lot of stories. My dad told me a lot of stories about the war as well, because he experienced the war as well. But your insight kind of reminded me of what he told me as well. But what's other experiences, harrowing experiences did you have that whenever you look back on that, like I see the way you spoke with so much passion about it, like over that topic we talk about today. But on this issue of the Civil War, what other harrowing experience did you have, such that the listener listening will be like, you know what, this is Biafra 13. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to go back to those days again.
The uncertainty that is associated with war. People who go to the market in the morning. By afternoon, there's a raid and many don't come back alive. Some with broken hands, with cut off legs and stuff, because there's a bombing from a plane, from the enemy plane. That children went to school at a point because the schools were taken over, the school buildings were taken over by refugees. Houses of people were used to continue classes. And even in those houses, there is bombing. And people come back with bullet wounds, with that. It's harrowing. At a point, they have to close everywhere. Listening to the sound of what they call shelling at night, you are so afraid. And then even from our own side of the soldiers, we didn't have reprieve either. Because my mother was very energetic farmer. And you see the Biafran soldiers coming to take things by force from us. At a point, my mom had to fight them. Say, you either kill me or you move out. There are no two ways. I have people to feed. They take your cassava, they take your things by force. Your own people, your own soldiers. Probably they're hungry, but taking it by force from their own people. So it's not something you wish your enemy. The worst peace is better than the best war. The uncertainty associated with it. You don't know when, you don't know anything. Can just remember seeing my father sometimes, they tell me they're going for combing. What are they going to comb? Comb bushes to know whether there's an enemy around in the middle of the night.
Wow.
And with a knife. That's very funny, isn't it?
Wow.
And they come by and say, coast is clear. And then a few minutes you're sleeping. There's a shelling sound or something. You're woken up. It's not walk in the park, except you witness it.
Yeah, many people are alive now.
And then not to talk of what hunger did, because there was not much access to food. By the time I was 3, I already have a garden. We were taught how to cultivate. My mom would say, oh, yeah, go and plant corn, go and do this. She kind of foresaw the war because she lost a brother in Bauchi. Their eldest brother was killed in Bauchi during the program. All those books are with me. That's when people start talking. I said, we experienced it. We lost people. So my parents were buying anything around publications to know whether we have a clue of what happened to my mom's brother. Because he was a forestry officer in Bauchi. Tall, dark, looks like a northerner. Speaks Hausa fluently. But he was killed in the program. So if there is a family that lost something, we lost something. So my mom started making prep. I said, she feels strongly that there will be a war. And started taking things home. By the time we knew it, she took us home too. And by the time Onitsha fell, we were already at home. In fact, that day she was at Onitsha and then they broke the Niger Bridge. But herself and the cousin that went to the market, both of them came back differently. Because everybody was running. That was the day they, destroyed the Niger Bridge.
Kind of content is not content that you see people talk about a lot. I'm happy to.
People are afraid.
Yeah, it's not all about having.
Nothing beats experience.
Yes.
Unless you experience something,
Yes.
it will be like, well, oh, you read about this, it's not the same
it's
thing
not. It's
as
not.
what you went through.
Exactly.
You can't compare.
Yeah.
The uncertainty associated with that war, nobody will wish it on his neighbor. That's when the Niger thing and the ECOWAS said, I said, let's wait first.
Yes.
Use every other thing, but war, no way.
Yes.
It's not the best. You may achieve your aim, but the after effects will remain.
Yes.
People who
Consequences.
will lose their breadwinners, people who will be maimed, and so on. The psychological impact on the young ones is not something you wish your neighbor. People in Ukraine will tell you,
Of course,
too,
yes.
it's not a walk in the park.
Of course.
Even if the entire world supports you. And in the Biafran case, they didn't even have that support.
Yeah.
So it was difficult. Life was difficult. I was telling the students, I said, a situation where there was no lizard around because lizard was precious meat.
Wow.
That will tell you what it was like. Where people were ready to eat anything. Salt was so highly priced because there was no salt. Now, many people were getting their salt from a Red Cross distribution fish that is salty. So they get the fish, they wash out the salt on it and put into their soup. That's all where the kwashiorkor thing came from. Absence of salt in meals. So who had salt had a lot. Do you understand?
Yes.
It wasn't easy. That's why when young people are bracing up, I said we sang that song, no more. It wasn't easy. It's sweet when you are singing and shouting. You're full of hope and energy. The real thing is in the doing. And in the doing, it was not an easy stuff.
Of course.
It wasn't.